Welcome back to Cincinnati. It is time for the really big stories.
Wow.
Anyway, good job, guys. The really big stories. Let's start with Walmart.
Yes, a couple stories from Walmart.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the toilet one? I'll talk about the toilet one.
Well, you know, how many times have you been like at a huge big store like a Walmart and you have to go to the restroom? I mean, you know what it's like. Imagine going all the way back to the restroom, which is usually in the back of the store. You get in there and then you sit down and you get stuck on the toilet.
What do you mean by that?
With super glue. Someone had gone in there ahead of time, and this was in Kentucky, in Monticello, Kentucky. Someone had gone in ahead of time with super glue, so the next person that went in would get stuck on the toilet.
So what do you do in that case?
I'm not quite sure.
Sit
Wait
until
for
help
someone
shows
else.
up.
I mean, if you don't take your cell phone in, you're going to be there for a long time.
You are. Well, the funniest thing about it is this is the second time this has happened at a Walmart. It also happened at a Walmart in Maryland.
Fortunately, they both had nail polish remover, and we're able to.
Yeah, well, you got to get under there. But I mean, not to delve too deeply into the topic, but who sits on the seat?
Yeah, really.
I mean, and for that long. I mean, don't you got to press things into the glue for a while before it sticks?
That's a good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
so how long was she there before she noticed? And I mean, isn't there like that crinkly paper you could put down between?
We are talking about this way too long.
I'm just
way too long.
I've been thinking about how did this really happen?
I'm
thinking it's bogus. That's my opinion.
I don't know.
All right, well, I'm moving on to our next story.
But if it worked, I just want to say, if it really did work that fast, I so want to know the brand.
Something that's pretty exciting for Cincinnati. Do you remember the show Harry's Law with Kathy Bates?
Oh, yeah.
It was on NBC, and then they came back for a second season, and then it was canceled. What a great show
And it
that
was one of Dean's favorite shows.
And it never fails. One of my favorite shows always gets canceled. I don't understand it.
Not good.
But
he would always be so funny because he would come in and say, "Oh, I found this great show. I found this just awesome show," and he would start talking about it and follow it, and sure enough, it gets canceled.
You know,
every
he
single
loves
time.
Glee, and if they cancel it because you love it, I'm going to hurt you.
I like Glee too. But anyway, Harry's Law, of course, it was based out of a law firm in Cincinnati, and one of the features was Arnold's Bar that's been around since I'm going to get this wrong, 61. The Androskis are here from Arnold's. Congratulations on your bar and tavern being featured on Harry's Law. That is just really, truly wonderful.
We're deeply honored by them selecting us, and it's just been a fantastic year. We had a great time with it. Sorry it's over, maybe. There's still some efforts to bring it back on another network.
Yeah, there's a Ground Roots thing going on.
It is, yeah.
Websites, Facebook, and I'd love to see it back because I thought Kathy Bates and the cast was just wonderful.
You know, maybe she could come back as Charlie Sheen, like she did. That'd be fun.
2.5 Men. Did you guys see that?
What do you have here? What is
Well, this is a picture they sent us early
awesome.
on, and as you know, they kind of had this interesting little fling, not a fling, but sort of like
sexual tension.
Yes, that's a great thing. So, and they sent this to us early on just to thank us for all the things that we sent them. We became pretty good buddies with some of the people there, and so they just sent it for their appreciation.
That is awesome.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're going to have this hanging up in Arnold?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What do you have down here? What is
Got
this?
some other things
This is
too.
some other examples of things that
They put on the set
when they were
of Arnold's?
Yeah, when they
Okay.
said they wanted to build a replica, we sent them some things from Arnold on the walls, and this is one of them where bartender Jackie's been here 35 years, and
Wow.
we had a little party for him.
Was I right on the date, 1861?
You were.
Okay.
Yes.
I was worried about that. What else do you have?
There's such great history. I mean, the history is what amazes me the most about Arnold's, and when you go in there, you see all of that, and this just totally, shows all of it.
And the strong drinks.
Yes, in the patio.
And the bathtub.
The bathtub, that's
One
right.
of our employees did this, the original artwork of the bathtub.
What was it? The producers of the show, where they were just out scouting locations, and they happened to come in, or they had heard about Arnold's, and they got interested
Actually,
in
the
it?
film commission had brought them in for lunch.
Okay.
And we just kind of started chucking it up with them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when they're in here from TV or movie sets and things. They happen in the Arnold late at night, and they kind of go unrecognized. So they came back, and they just started filming, and my son Chris called and said, they're doing something more. They were just going to show the front of the building, and he said, they're doing something more. They're going crazy in here. So then they called us a couple days later. Mike Listo called and said, we have decided to recreate your bar in Hollywood.
That is so cool.
That's just great. That's
That is
great.
so cool.
Yeah.
All right, great to see you guys.
you.
We'll be back in just a few minutes. Actress Amanda Tepe is coming up. Don't go away. We'll be back.